This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Death Mark. In the last episode, we delved into well, I guess we didn't really delve. We tried to talk on the phone with this girl, and she was kind of cute, but we were nervous and couldn't answer the questions correctly. And some bloody handprints came out. Found it was her time of the month. She didn't want to go on a date. It was terrible, and I felt bad about myself. Now the dog's gonna attack us, and that's pretty much it. Why not? We'll go with that. What is it? Trying to tell us something? Maybe we should do with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. That dog its master. Your dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet. So ignore it and stay quiet. I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know about any dog I've seen before. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Like it was never there to begin with. He took the Dragon Ball. Was it trying to guide us? Maybe? I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. Color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Oh, it means we're halfway. Or maybe 3/4 away, however you want to look at. There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. New info was added to the spirit file. Investigating the forest again. Again? Come on! Okay, so we do get a map, but I assume if I look at it, it'll add... So we could go back through the old map if we really wanted to, but there's probably nothing new, so probably no reason to do that. So one of the weirdest chapters, because there's no tools or anything like that, so gotta give it to the game to change it up every once in a while. Upon our return to the forest, a strange dog appears. It growls at us before disappearing into the western thicket. Christy says the place she checked in the past was in the west also. Still, that dog didn't look natural. I suppose it's a good sign. Since we're chasing after a spirit, but the Mark warns that time is short. We have to hurry. Okay. And it's actually been a hot minute since I've gotten to save, so I'm going to do a quick save here. Usually I do new saves, but because of the way this game plays and how quickly it is to get to an old part, I've just been making a few save files and then just kind of going from there, so... Any of the old stuff still there? It probably is added. It reads, welcome to the lush and romantic wood Timberland. But yeah, I bet all of this is the same. There's no reason to change any of what it reads. So there's a thicket of trees next to the gate. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog, was it trying to show this to us? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Anyway, crazy lady, let's get back on track. Oh, we got a whole new map. Okay, so the game wasn't completely devolved of the map section, but you can tell we didn't have to check a map a good deal of the time, so... It's probably a really short map, I bet. Just because of, like, how much time is left already, so... There's something in the grass at the foot of the tree. It's a wad of paper. I push the grass aside and pick it up. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick it up, the worn-out talisman I feel strength and renewal flowing through me. Oh yeah, I guess I did need some soul power since I only had, like, 200 soul left or something like that. My soul! Let's get all aboard the Soul Train, baby! Or Coal Train. He's probably the best character of Gears of War, you gotta admit. Coal Train! You know. I don't know, just because out of all the characters either being too gruff or serious or whatever, you know, he was one of the more light-hearted characters, so you kind of enjoyed his meanderings. There's something in the grass. I can't see it well from here. I feel around in the blades of grass. Got instant camera. Boy-o. Get your pictures quick, yeah. I hit the switch before I realize it, and a red light appears. Apparently that means that the flash can be used. It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures of it. You're right. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise to not mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. What was that strange voice in my head? ... A distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayomi? New info is added to the spirit file. Around the tree covered in photos. Let's see what that one says. In the bushes below the tree, I find a dirty instant camera. The back reads, "Take a picture. It'll last longer." No, flash included. That voice then whispers to me again. To see is to perceive light. The light. Things that emit light. That's the camera. I bet Seko Hasagawa detested that light. Oh yeah, because she took pictures of her after she was assaulted, quote unquote. If you know what I mean. I shine the light on the groove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Huh? What is that? Something's posted there? I can't make it out from here. Let's get closer. I move forward for a closer look. I was just kidding, dude. It's all those photos, huh? What is this? Looks like the eyes are gouged out too. Oh yeah, I think I know what. All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in their eyes. It's just as Christy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nail is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? Well, the lady was assaulted, so, by a peanut, nonetheless. No, I mean, she was assaulted. Hey, all of the people in these pictures, are they all men? I guess? I can't really tell on some of them. Christy mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. With penises. No. Well, maybe. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. Huh? What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there! Or up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. What do you mean up there? Oh, there you go. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? ... There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'd be hard to climb up. So... climb up the tree myself, ask my partner, boost my partner up, forget it. I assume boosting my partner or asking her to get on her hands and knees. Yeah, get on her hands and knees. No. Let me see if we cheat to get it. Boost my partner up. This is just between us, but I weigh... I didn't think women were supposed to give out their weight. She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table. Ask my partner, maybe we can... Maybe she... I refuse. There's no way I can climb that. Looks like that's not gonna work. Climb the tree myself. I take a deep breath and jump at the tree. I struggle to reach for a while and manage to touch a branch until I crash to the ground with a spectacular thud. Ow. But yeah, I wonder, when she was talking about her weight, I wonder Or whether it's because she has hidden features within those clothes that make her dubiously bigger than we think she is. But I don't know. I'm just trying to joke around. I told you. Nope, forget it. We'll come back later. I give up and back away. Maybe we need someone else. We could get a... Oh, maybe we need the kid. We may have to go back and get Suzu for this. Well, we'll come back later. There's still more places to explore before we leave. Because she's probably light enough. And obviously, Ida is off the table. My god, he needs a salad. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed toward me. Well, what do we do? Something's coming. The instant Christy speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. Yep, we'll have to beat treats and come back with a different partner. Hell, maybe the dog will be less reticent to the kid. So, now let's see if Mary has any suggestions. I mean, we know what to do, but I tell Mary about. Oh, is she just gonna say grudge against the world? Okay, she said the same thing. Never mind. I've had times before where she would say like something different if we get to a certain part of the quest, but man, oops, I did not mean to move through. I assume you could go through this whole thing. I believe we're supposed to look at the west of the gate. This isn't the right way. Okay, I turn back. So the game just doesn't even let us, so, which makes sense, I guess. Because there's no point. There's nothing there, so. Alright. Back to the tree. Something's up in the branches of the trees. Something must be stuck in the branches. Okay. You're going to climb the tree? Dot dot dot. There aren't any cavities, nuts, or branches. Okay, so... Ask my partner if I'm... Dot dot dot. Suzu glances down at herself, up at the tree, and then looks at me. Yeah, I should probably do it myself. Looks like that's not gonna work. Who's my partner? If that's all, then... Okay, I'll try. There you go. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go! And I just fling her. Ah! I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. In the trees, man. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. Both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Got dog collar. Collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I almost should have gone back to get the other dude just to see what he would say or do in the scene instead of her, but I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Cujo. No. Symbol Tenta or Fenta? Wanta Fanta. Wanta Fanta. Wanta Fanta. How are you supposed to pronounce that? Fragile. It's Italian. New info is added to Spirit Fall. The picture on the trees. Let's check it out. The picture is on the trees. In the west side of the forest, we find a tree covered in strange photos of men. Men, nothing but men. All the time with men. Weeks at sea with only men. And they all have large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is it some kind of warning that men will be killed? I spot something when I look up into the tree. It's hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Does it belong to the dog we saw at the entrance? I assume that means that we probably shouldn't travel through the forest with just me and Ita, which makes almost Ita kind of a pointless character in all this. Like maybe he's the gag character. That article on Seko we found in the garage said the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was it killed chasing after the culprits? It seems she's even thought on it. She brought it on her trip to Greece with her fiancé right before she was abducted. It looks like the dog's name is on the collar. How do you pronounce that? Fenta? Doesn't look like English. Or, and obviously the Japanese version doesn't look Japanese. The bushes around the tree. I found a dirty instant camera. The back reads, take pictures. Oh, that's just the same. Right. Yeah. Okay. It's just because we are probably supposed to check the tree first and so I went the long way around. Instant camera, 5 shots. An instant camera with dried blood on the bottom. There's film in it. The battery for the flash still has a charge, so it can be used to take photos. If they come out, it's questionable. Command, take a picture. Range, long. Dog collar. A collar found it's made of red leather. A dog collar found hanging in a tree in TEH forest. Is it supposed to be H forest? Why does it say Te forest? Te forest, dude. It's made out of red leather and has Fenta or whatever engraved on it. Sorry, I didn't mean. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be H forest. So for whoever's proofreading and translating it, for some reason decided to write Te. Man, I'm finding more proofreading errors in this game than I realized. You could probably go back and get Christy if we wanted to, but since Suzu is a woman and for the most part female, so she should be able to count as a companion for the rest of us, so it'd save us some time going back. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, I was just repeating. Not sure why, I feel intense hostility. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. Or, I wonder if Ida talked, it would just come out and just kill us, you know, who knows. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what this has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I was Suzu, I might react differently. ... I consider my options. Show the collar. I've got an idea. Objection! I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is lightly tied to this collar. I face the general area that the barking is coming from and show it to the collar. Or show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind, fart in the wind. Well, that's not good music. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Slip or die. No! When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call to me. Mr. Anadak, don't move! But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. I assume don't move? Stand still, dodge, kick the dog! Stand still. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. Yep. Apparently with certain dogs, there's a reaction to dogs just in general. I don't know, it may be certain breeds or something like that, but I don't want to say breeds because that might breed little confusion and bias against certain dog breeds and all that like that. But it might be the tie into the dogs being somewhat related to wolves. But yeah, for some reason, a fleeing object brings out their instinct like chasing and stuff like that. So if you run away, it'll make it even more reactive to chase after and capture it. Even if it's a good dog, it might end up doing an aggressive thing to someone because it was running away, which is why sometimes kids and other animals get attacked by dogs because of that weird instinct. Now there are ways to like prevent that by training your animal, but yeah, that's happened before. So it's kind of sad when it happens to a dog that seems somewhat good, and then if a person gets hurt, there's a good chance they'll get euthanized because it's considered a danger. So anyway, there's your animal fact for the day. The shovel's back on its guard and prepares to attack again. Well, obviously, you can only not move once, right? It bares its teeth and growls. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be silent because threatening loudly, turn my back to it. because of what Christy said before, or whoever your companion at the time was. You're not because of what she said to me. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretended to not hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. Safe! We are at third base. Can we get a home run? The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said Tenta, Fenta, I don't know. What should I call it? Whatever it says on it? Oh, Genta, Senta, Lenta? I don't know. Lenta? I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then, death. Maybe it's Genta. It's probably Genta, I bet. Wrong! You're dead! You are dead, dead, dead. The dog fixes his gaze on me. It glares strangely piercing. Its glare strangely piercing. Game over. You are dead. This is the song when you screw really bad. You are dead, dead, dead. You should check out Skull Monkeys if you find that catchy. Anyway, let's try that again. It's probably Genta, I bet. Okay, we can just skip it because we know it's going to happen. Yeah, like I said, is there really a challenge? The fact I could just, I mean, it might waste my time a little bit, but we could just redo the whole event. And as far as I know, there's no achievement or trophy for getting all these perfect first goes, so. Most of the trophies are in this for just doing the story. That's it. It's one of those types of games. So we got 2 out of 3 right the first time without worrying about it, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, I'm gonna try Genta and see if maybe. Although that might be. Yeah, I think that's Genta. I mean, if not, we'll just do it again. Genta? Mutter the name. Dog perks his ears. Say it again this time, more clearly. Then. Save! You got hit on the way to second base, but you did it. Dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. I assume we're supposed to know that it's Genta because of the way it's faded, because it didn't look. I mean, it could have been an S, but at some point, but yeah, whatever. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death again. Survived for now. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... Can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. You've got a kid with you, dude. You need to be a bit more confident. Don't want to show fear in front of a child, otherwise they'll get even worse. Anxious and all that. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog. Maybe supernatural. Dodoy? I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for. You're right. Ooh, boy. Anyway, let's check around, see if there's anything there before we head on back. So another reality, our main character got killed. But we don't talk about that reality. Moving forward. Or move forward. No, that's not creepy. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. Question mark, exclamation point. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Suzu gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They don't look like dolls to me, or mannequins or something. They clearly aren't people. ... They're mannequins. Things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Yet. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Yeah, we've dealt with ghosts and stuff, like, who knows? Okay. Suzu replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. I assume that was Suzu. Pazuzu. The doll is mercilessly hanging by its neck. It has something in its left hand. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand to take what's inside. Found a worn-out talisman. I feel strength and renewal flowing through me. Alright. Like I said, never mind. I'm not going to keep harping on something that I've already talked about. The doll is swinging uneasily from the ropes, even though there's no breeze. Probably the... Oh, no extra dialogue. Or no extra stuff in that. A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person did that... Who did this was thinking. Oh, nothing else. Okay. And then we've got the end of the little area there. Duh! It's that dog. That dirty dog. That damn dirty dog! Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. He won't attack anymore. It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. Uh-oh, it's a vampire. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. I wonder why I'm allowed to go through this even though it's supposed to be like dangerous for men to go through. It's probably because I'm not much of a man. Anyway. I guess just that spot. Okay. It's the place where the dog was digging. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there appears to be a different color. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. Huh? The dirt around here is soft. Almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're gonna dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. Rise from your grave. It could be that those words popped in my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted. Eee. I look down at what we dug up. Centipedes. Gotta love them, kids. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? A doy! Sorry, Susan. Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hands. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. One's assaults you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. Die here, die. This forest, you passed away. New song. Went, listen, heaven. The note ends there. Got 3 cassette tapes. It sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? You know what a suicide note is? Man, you're growing up for a kid. But these tapes... She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course it's not going to reply. Except it's a game about ghosts. Who knows? Maybe it could reply. I don't know... I trail off. A different voice was whispering in my mind. The last. The voice falls silent. Last. Wait a second. The last what? Ah, vague voices in my brain. Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info is added to the spirit file. Unidentified suicide victim. Well, looks like we found the body of the dead boyfriend or fiance or whatever, and he may or may not have possibly finished off the assaulters. If that's true, it's caused a lot of spirits and other things to be formed here. Maybe we have an idea of who the spirit is. What will the cassettes tell us? Will we be able to encounter Hanayome or whatever spirit gave these marks? Find out next time in the next episode of Death Mark. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.